Sudan's central Darfur has declared a state of emergency for 1 month after more than 24 people were killed in a tribal conflict. Governor Saad Adam Babika said the state of emergency was declared late on Sunday night because both sides of the conflict fired live ammunition at a reconciliation commission that was trying to resolve the conflict. Conflict broke out last week between the Arab tribes of Masseria and Oulad Rachid in the villages near Zalinge, the capital of central Darfur in western Sudan. A Masseria tribe leader said fighting started with a stolen moped. Fighting, however, continues despite the state of emergency. Houses have been burnt and the situation is still out of control in spite of the dispatch of government troops. Since the coup by the Army General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan in October 2021, tribal conflicts have exploded due to the security vacuum, claiming more than 800 lives this year, with more than 265,000 others displaced. Meanwhile, in Khartoum, thousands of Sudanese gathered for the second time in 2 weeks to call out what they see as interference in the country's affairs. They are opposed to the UN's efforts to mediate between the Sudan military junta and civilian leaders.
Any compromise will bring this country into a real crisis, and we, the youth of Sudan, do not want these parties and their agreements. If a government is meant to emerge, it should be the result of elections. We will take to the streets, to the squares, every day, in every city, in every corner to protect this country, to preserve its unity and its security, no to foreign agents.
Protesters also expressed anger at a transitional constitutional proposal by the Sudanese Bar Association, which plans on banning activities by the National Congress Party of the former leader al-Bashir. It comes a week after some 3,000 pro-Bashir supporters staged a similar march in front of the UN headquarters when crowds chanted pro-Bashir slogans and burned photos of a UN envoy.
We are demonstrating for our dignity and sovereignty. Our country has been defiled by Volker, and before him, by Hamdok, who signed this agreement, whose return to business we refuse. We want Islam to be applied to the letter in Sudan, so that, God willing, we can grow and move forward, and even outpace the rest of the world.
Bashir, now in prison, was deposed in 2019 under pressure from the street and the army. A war in 2003 in Darfur between the Arab-majority regime of Umar al-Bashir and rebels from ethnic minorities claiming discrimination has left at least 300,000 people dead and 2.5 million displaced across the country. Tribalism for CI Radio News.